Hi everyone, today we'll dive into a chilling and true story from Reddit that's sure to give you goosebumps. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. If we reach 50 likes, I'll make the next part for you. Now get comfortable, it's time to begin. A few minutes after I'd laid down, I heard the back door crash open violently and heavy footsteps walk in through the kitchen. The dog started going crazy. I heard cabinets being thrown open and drawers being rummaged through. My first thought was it was a break-in. Finally, the rummaging stopped and footsteps started coming up the hallway towards the bedrooms. I assumed whoever it was had a knife and things might get violent, so I was trying to stay as quiet as possible. But then the footsteps stopped outside the mother's bedroom door. The door opened and the footsteps went inside. Then the door closed and there was nothing. Only problem was the mother was extremely paranoid and had an outside door style deadbolt in her bedroom door, and she kept it locked when she wasn't home. There was only the one key that I knew of, but the door hadn't even been unlocked. Whoever it was just opened it as it was and went in. The place didn't have an attic or basement, but was elevated a few feet off the ground, so every little step and movement was like a drum, and this room was immediately adjacent to mine. Whoever this was opened a deadbolted door without unlocking it, stepped only just inside the room, closed the door behind, then just stopped in complete silence. No flicking on the lights, or going over to sit on the bed, or rummaging around in there, or even adjusting their weight and otherwise moving around. It was just complete silence for the rest of the night. Then, sometime close to dawn, the door opened again and the footsteps went back down the hall and out the back door. I finally got up to go look at the damage. Mother's bedroom door was still locked, kitchen was spotless, back door was closed and showed no sign of forced entry. I asked them about it when they got home, and apparently nothing like that had ever happened to any of them before, because they had no clue what I was talking about and were looking at me like they expected this to be some kind of prank. So to this day, I still have no answers. Last owners of that house before her mom was her grandparents, and I don't think there were any properties on that entire road before 1900, so who knows. Another less scary one happened later in that house, where I was trying to go to bed and felt a cat nuzzle up against my leg and lie down. They didn't at the time have any cats, but they used to, and it was light enough that I could clearly see that nothing was there. It came up to me the way a cat would, with the weight adjustment flopped down, then the feeling of something being physically there just slowly faded away over a minute or so. That time when I told her about it, she just smiled. I guess she was glad that at least one of her old cats was still hanging around. Here's the story, friends. Let's hit 50 likes and I'll make part 2. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.